Welcome to LoveCAD. Here is the easy to follow tutorials on Solidworks. Today in this video, we will make 3D design of Rambottom Safety Valve. Rambottom Safety Valve is the most important fitting on the locomotive's boiler or marine boilers. Now here, first we will design and assemble all the parts of Rambottom Safety Valve. Now let's start with the drawing of the first part, which is body. In this drawing, you can see the front view and the section view, which has all the details which we are going to use to create this part in SolidWorks. So for this, open new part in SolidWorks. Start from the front plane, select sketch. Now select center line and create one center line vertical from the origin. Next select circle, create one circle, go to smart dimension, assign the dimension of the circle as 200 mm. Now select line, create one vertical line from this quadrant. Give the dimension as 425 minus 255. That is 117 mm. Now select these two lines, mirror it. Next select trim entities and trim the rest part. Okay. Now I'm going to create the plane. First exit this sketch. Go to features, reference geometry, select plane. Select this point and this line for the first plane. Okay. Now again go to reference geometry, select plane. Select this point and line. Okay. Now go to plane 1, sketch, normal. Select circle and create two circles. One at this point and next on this. Now go to smart dimension, add the dimension as 62 plus 24. That is 86 mm. Again give the dia of this circle. That is 86 mm. Now exit the plane. Next go to plane 2, sketch, normal. Again select circle, create two circles. Smart dimension, assign the dimension as 75 plus 24. That is 99 mm. Again give the dia of this circle. 75 plus 24. Okay. Exit the plane. Now next in the tree, hide these two plane. Click on hide. Adjust the sketch on screen. Now go to features, loft base boss. Select this circle as a profile. Now next select this. You can adjust this path to get a good surface. Okay. Now last select this circle. Now in centerline parameters, select this curve. Okay. So this is our basic shape, which looks nice. Now select this surface, go to sketch, normal. Again select circle. Create circle from this point. Assign the dimension as 115 mm. Go to features, extrude boss base. Give the height as 55 mm. Okay. Now select right plane, mirror, and select this entity. Okay. Now again select a plane from this surface. Give the height as 425. Flip the side. Done. Now select plane 3, sketch, normal. Select circle and create a circle from origin. Assign the dimension as 250 mm. Okay. Go to features, extrude boss. Give the height as 25 mm. Now hide plane 3. Select the surface. Go to sketch, normal. Select circle. Again create a circle from origin and assign the dimension of the circle as 124 mm. Go to features, extrude boss base. Here select up to next. Enable this. Add the degree as 17 degrees. Okay. Now go to front plane, sketch, normal, and select 3-point arc. Leave some distance and start from this point and connect to this body. Okay, so this is a curve. Give the dimension. The radius of this arc is 65 mm. Now go to features and select rib. The thickness will be of 12 mm as given in the drawing. Okay, now select right plane. Simply go to mirror and select this rib. Okay. Now select this surface, sketch, normal, select circle, create one circle at this point, assign the dimension as 87.88 mm. Okay, go to features, extrude cut. Add the dimension as 86 mm. Okay. So now again select right plane, mirror, select this feature. Okay. Select this surface, sketch, normal, create one circle from the origin. Select smart dimension, assign the die of the circle of 100 mm. Okay. Now go to features, extrude cut. Select this as 17 degrees and manually adjust this to this point. Okay. Now see the cut. Next, select Flit. Give the dimension or radius of the flit as 12 mm. Place it here. Select this edge too. And this edge. Okay. So we have created the flit part. Now again select front plane, sketch, normal. Select center line, create one vertical center line from origin. Select the circle, make a circle, assign the dimension as 200 mm again, as we have done earlier. Now select line, create vertical line, check for vertical, go to smart dimension. Now this time the dimension will be of 425 minus 246. Okay. Now again select this two line, mirror it, go to trim entities, trim the rest part. Okay. Exit the plane. Now select the surface, sketch, normal, select circle, create two circle, one at this point, and next on this. Go to smart dimension, assign the dimension as 62 mm. Okay. Now again 62 mm for this circle. Exit the plane. Now from tree, select plane 2. Go to sketch, normal, select circle, create two circle like this, assign dimension as 65 mm. Again 65 mm for this circle. Done. Exit the plane. Adjust this to screen. Select loft cut from features. Now select all the profiles. Next, go to centerline parameter and select this curve. Okay. So this feature is applied. To see, select the section view. So it is perfectly done. Now next select right plane, sketch, normal. Now select center point rectangle. Create one rectangle here. Okay. Now press Ctrl and select the center and the origin and add the relation as vertical. Now go to smart dimension. The distance from this edge to this edge is of 200 mm. Now select this edge and add the dimension as 64 mm. Length of this line is of 20 mm. Okay. Now see. Go to features, extrude boss. Here select up to surface and select the surface. Done. Next select right plane. Mirror and select this entity. Okay. Go to sketch at the surface, normal. Now again select center point rectangle. Create a rectangle at origin and add the dimension as 20 mm to both sides. Again 20 mm. Okay. Now go to features, extrude cut. Manually adjust this. Done. See. Now select the surface, sketch, normal. Select circle. Create circle from origin. In this select for construction. Okay. Now add the PCD of 200 mm. Select the circle again. Add one circle at this quadrant. Assign the dimension as 21 mm for this circle. Now go to circular pattern. Select this circle. 360-degree equal spacing. Increase the number to 6. Okay. Next go to features, extrude cut. Here select up to surface and select the surface. Okay. So our body is completed now. Let's see in the section view. So it looks perfect. Now I'm going to add material. For this, in material, right click, edit material. In this, select iron and then gray cast iron. Click on configuration OK and apply. Close this. Now simply go to save. Create a folder anywhere in your computer. Name it as Rambottom Safety Valve. And for this part, name it as body and save it. Next, we are going to create valve seat of Rambottom Safety Valve. In this part, we will use revolve command. So see the dimension in this drawing and go to the Solidworks and follow the steps. Select center line. Create a vertical center line from origin. Now select line and draw a rough sketch as given in the drawing, so that we can complete this by just giving the dimensions. So this looks something like this. Go to smart dimension and start giving the dimension. The first dimension is 56 divided by 2, which is 28, and the distance between these two lines is of 87.88 divided by 2, that is 43.94. Now this distance is 94 divided by 2, and the distance between these two lines is 3 mm. The radius is of 125 divided by 2 and the inner radius is of 113 divided by 2. This height is of 50 mm. The dimension of this line is of 42 mm. Now this length is of 75 mm. Okay. Now select chamfer. Assign the dimension as 4 mm. An angle will be of 45 degrees. Select this point. Now again select chamfer. Make the dimension 2 mm and select this point. Now select fillet and the radius will be of 5 and select this point. And now select 3 mm of fillet at this point. Okay. So this sketch is fully defined now. Just go to features, select revolve. Okay. See the shape. Now select front plane, sketch, normal. Select corner rectangle and start making a corner rectangle from this edge. Give the dimension as 60 mm and 14 mm. Next, select the add relation and select the center point of this line and origin and make it vertical. Go to features, extrude cut. Here, select mid plane and manually stretch this. So we have done with valve seat. Now go to save. Name it as valve seat. Now this part is Shackle. See the dimension in this drawing and go to Solidworks and follow this step. Open new part in Solidworks. Start from the top plane, sketch. Select circle. Create circle at origin. Assign the dimension as 40 mm. Go to features, extrude boss. Select the height as 8 mm. Okay. Now select the surface, go to sketch, normal. Create a center point rectangle. Go to smart dimension and assign the dimension as 20 mm. To these two edges. Go to features, extrude boss. Select the height as 18 mm. Okay. Now again select this sketch, normal. Select circle. Create a circle with dia of 20 with dia of 20 mm. Okay. Go to features, extrude boss. Now select the height as 45 mm. Okay. Now select front plane, sketch, normal, select circle. Create two circles at vertical distance or from origin. Press Ctrl, select these two centers and the origin and add the relation as vertical. Okay. Go to Smart Dimension. Assign the dimension as 12 mm for these two circles. Now distance between these two center point is of 32 mm and distance from this edge to this point is of 14 mm. Now again select a circle, create one circle of dimension 24 mm dia. Okay. Now select line, create an inclined line leaving the space for 2 mm flat. Make a slant line. Okay. Now press Ctrl this line and this circle and add the relation as tangent. Okay. Now I'm going to adjust this. Now select center line. Create one center line. Select these two lines and mirror. Now select trim entities. Trim the extra parts. Extra sketch. Now select line and join these two edges, these 2 points. Go to features, extrude boss, select midplane and assign the thickness as 12 mm. Okay. Now go to flit. Make the dimension as 2 mm and select these two edges. Okay. So we are done with Shackle. Just go to save and name it as Shackle. Done. See the dimension of the washer in this drawing and go to SolidWorks and follow the steps to create washer. Start from the top plane, sketch, select circle and create one circle at origin. Go to Smart Dimension, assign the dimension as 60 mm for the dia of this circle. Now select center point rectangle, create rectangle here and assign the dimension as 20 mm to these two edges. Click OK, go to features, extrude boss, assign the height as 6 mm. Okay. So our washer is completed. Go to save, name it as washer. Next we are going to create valve in SolidWorks. I will use revolve command. So see the dimension in this drawing and follow the steps in SolidWorks. Sketch. Select center line. Draw a vertical center line from origin. Select line. and draw a rough sketch as shown in the drawing so that we can apply revolve after giving the dimension to this shape. Okay. Now go to Smart Dimension. The length of this line is 6 mm. Now the height is of 36 mm. The angle between this is of 45 degrees. Now the dimension of this is of 70 divided by 2, that is of 35 mm. Okay, now I'm going to give the relation. So press Ctrl and select these two lines and make it parallel. Okay, now again go to Smart Dimension and assign the dimension as 5 mm for this line. Now this distance will be of 6 mm. This will be again 5 mm. Now the total height will be of 60 mm. Next, define the angle between these two lines as 45 degrees. Okay. Now let me adjust some of the dimensions so that it is clearly visible. So this sketch is fully defined now. Go to Features, select Revolve. Okay. Now go to Front Plane, Sketch, Normal, select Line and start from this point and sketch up to this side of this body. Okay. Select Smart Dimension. The gap between these two is of 3 mm. Now the distance of this is of 56 divided by 2, that is 28 mm. Now select Sketch Chamfer, select Angle Distance and the dimension is of 4 mm and 45 degrees and select this point. So now go to Features, select Rib, click on Flip Material side and in dimension give 6 mm. Okay. Now the next step is go to Circular Pattern, select this feature and in direction select this. Equal distance 360 degree and number of pattern is 3. Okay. So our bulb is done now. Simply go to save. Name it as bulb. Okay. Now the next part is pivot. See the dimension in this drawing and follow the steps to create pivot in SolidWorks. Start from front plane, sketch, select circle, Draw two circles from origin. Assign the dimension. For outer diameter, give the dimension as 24 mm. For inner diameter, give the dimension as 12 mm. Now select line. Draw a line from circle quadrant and make a closed loop up to this quadrant. Okay. Select smart dimension. From origin to this line, the dimension is of 24 mm. Now select trim entities and trim the rest. Okay. Go to features, extrude boss base, select mid plane and give the thickness as 24 mm. Okay. Now select top plane. Go to reference geometry, select plane, check flip offset, and the distance of this plane will be of 46 minus 15 mm. That is 31 mm. Okay. Now go to plane 1, sketch, normal, select circle, draw a circle at origin, go to smart dimension and assign the diameter as 10 mm. Exit. Now go to features, loft boss base, select this profile and the circle. Okay. Hide the plane. Next select front plane, sketch, normal. Select line. Draw the sketch for the lower part as given in the drawing. Now for dimension, select smart dimension. The distance between these two lines is of 5 mm. The height of this sketch is of 15 mm. And the angle between these two lines is of 30 degrees. Okay. So sketch is defined. Go to features, revolve base boss, select this as an axis. Done. Next select this surface, sketch, normal. Now select corner rectangle and create a rectangle from this side. Go to add relation, select the center point of this line and origin and make it vertical. Go to smart dimension. From origin to this distance is 14 mm and the distance of this line is of 12 mm. Okay, go to features, extrude cut, select through all, click OK. So we have done with pivot. Simply go to save and name it as pivot. Done. Now next part is the link. See the dimension of this link in this drawing and follow the steps to do this in SolidWorks. Select circle, create two concentric circle, and again create two concentric circle at the horizontal distance. Go to Smart Dimension, assign the dimension as 24 mm, again 24 mm. Now the inner circle is of 12 mm. Make it 12 mm. Now this distance is of 125 mm. Adjust this on screen. Select Add Relation. Select these two centers and make it horizontal. Now select Line. Join the quadrants of outer circle. Again, join these two quadrants. Now select Trim Entities and trim the extra part. Okay, go to Features, Extrude Boss, and the thickness will be of 6.25 mm. Okay, so we have done with link. Just go to Save, name it as link. Now to create pin, see the dimension in this drawing and follow the steps in SolidWorks. Start from front plane, sketch, select line, and create a rough sketch so that we can use revolve features after giving the dimension to this sketch. Okay. Now select Smart Dimension, assign the dimension. First select this line. The dimension is of 32 mm. Now the radius will be of 6 mm. That is 12 divided by 2 as given in the drawing. This will be of 10 mm. Now this thickness will be of 4 mm. So this is fully defined. Now go to Features, Revolve, select this as an axis. Okay. Now select front plane, sketch, normal, select a circle, create a circle at a vertical distance from origin, select Smart Dimension and assign the dimension as 3 mm. Now select the height as 26 mm. Go to Features, Extrude Cut, select Midplane and manually stretch this. Okay. So pin is completed. Just go to Save. Name it as pin. The next part which we are going to do in SolidWorks is split pin. See the dimension of the split pin in this drawing and follow the step in the SolidWorks. Open new part in SolidWorks. Start from the front plane, sketch, select circle, create a circle at origin, select line, start from the quadrant and make a straight line and again a vertical line. Okay. Now again select line and start from this point and join to the circle. Select trim entities and trim this part. Okay. Go to Smart Dimension and assign the dimension of this circle as 2 mm. The length between these two points is of 20 mm. The height of this line is of 4 mm. Make this 4 mm again. Okay. Now select Fillet. Make the radius as 2 mm and select these 2 points. Okay. Now again the fillet will be of 3 mm and select these 2 points. Okay. Click OK and again go to Smart Dimension and assign the distance between these two lines as 0.01. So our sketch is fully defined. Next, go to Features. First exit the plane. Features. In Reference Geometry, select Plane. Select this point and this line to create a plane. OK. Now right click on plane. Go to Sketch. Normal. Select Circle. Create a circle from origin. Give the dimension as 3 mm. Next, select line. Join these quadrant points and trim the half circle. Okay. So this is our profile. Now go to Features. Select Sweep Boss. Select the profile. Here select the curves. Okay. Now see this. Hide this plain one. We have done the split plane. So just go to save. Name it at split pin. Save. Now the next part is the lever. See the dimension carefully in this drawing to create this part in SolidWorks. So let's start. Start from the front plane, sketch, select circle, create two circles like this. Go to Smart Dimension and assign the dia of the circle as 12 mm. Again add 12 mm to this circle. Now the distance between these center is of 100 mm. Adjust the screen. Select Add Relation. Select the centers of the circle and make it horizontal. Okay. Now again select circle, create circle here, add dimension as 26 mm for this circle. Okay. Now select line, start from this quadrant and make a straight horizontal line and then vertical line. Next select slot and make a slot vertically downward to the origin. Assign the dimension. This is of 16 mm. Radius is of 6 mm. The distance from this point to this point, that is the quadrant point, is of 32 mm. Okay, now select line, create an inclined line, go to add relation, select the line and the circle, make the relation tangent. Okay. Next, select smart dimension and assign the dimension between these 2 points as 44 mm. Okay. Now again go to add relation, select the endpoint of the line and the origin and make it vertical. Okay. Now again select circle and create a circle and assign the dimension as 40 mm. Next, select the line, create a inclined line from this point, or say any point from this horizontal line. Go to add relation, select the line and the circle, give the relation tangent. Okay. Now select smart dimension and assign the dimension from this point to the origin as 30 mm as shown in the drawing. Okay. Now select center line, create a vertical center line from origin. Now go to mirror, select this entity and mirror about the center line. See. Next go to trim entities and trim the rest sketches which we don't need. Okay, trim this too. Okay. Now again select line, join this 2 point. Next go to smart dimension and assign the dimension between this quadrant to the center point of this line as 510 mm. Give this line a dimension of 16 mm. Now again select the line, draw a vertical line. Now go to smart dimension and add dimension from this origin to this line as 125 mm. Okay. Adjust this to the screen. So our sketch is defined. Now go to extrude boss, select mid plane, select this half portion of the lever and give the thickness of 12 mm. Okay. Now in tree, under boss extrude 1, in sketch 1, add so. Okay, now select front plane, sketch, normal, convert entities and select these lines and okay. Now trim the rest part. Now go to features, select extrude boss base, select mid plane, make the thickness of 6 mm. Okay. See. Now hide this sketch. Now select fillet of radius 3 mm and add it to these two edges. Okay. So see how it looks. Now next we will use the revolve command for the pivot portion of this lever. For this, go to front plane, sketch, select line, create a rough sketch like this, close it. Okay. Now go to smart dimension and add the dimension from this point to the origin as 46 mm. Make the thickness as, or say radius as 6 mm. The distance from this origin is of 100 mm and the angle between these two line is 30 degrees. Okay, go to features, select revolve, select this axis. Okay, now select flit, give the dimension 12 mm for radius, add here. Okay, so this is the complete lever we have made. Next, simply go to save and name it as lever. Done. Now see the dimension of helical spring in this drawing, and this is the last part we are going to do for ram bottom safety valve. To do this in SolidWorks, follow the steps. Open new part in SolidWorks, go to top plane, sketch, select circle, create a circle at origin, go to smart dimension, assign the dimension as 60 mm. Go to features, curve, helix and spiral. In this, select height and pitch. Height, keep the height 97 mm and the pitch as 9.7 mm. Starting angle will be 0 degree. Okay. So here helix is created. Now select front plane, sketch, normal. Select center point arc. Create an arc at vertical distance from origin like this. Now for relation, press Ctrl and select the center point and the origin and make it vertical. Okay. Now again press Ctrl and select these 2 points and give the relation horizontal. Okay. Go to smart dimension, assign the distance between these 2 points as 30 mm. Keep the radius as 30 mm again. Now for angle, select this point, and this point and make it 150 degrees. Okay. Now exit the plane. Go to sketch, 3D sketch and spline. Now connect the center point arc and the helix like this. Okay. Click on the spiral, select this point and check on along x-axis, and for this along y-axis. Okay. Now look the curve. Now again select front plane, sketch, normal. Now select center point arc. Create an arc at vertical distance from origin, like this. Now to add relation, press Ctrl and select these 2 points and make it horizontal. Okay. Again press Ctrl and select these 2 points, make it vertical. Now select Smart Dimension and assign the radius as 30 mm, same as previous. Now select these 3 points and assign 150 degrees of angle. Select the origin point and the center point of an arc and assign the dimension 97 plus 30, which is 127 mm. Exit the plane. Now go to sketch, 3D sketch, spline, and connect this and the helix curve. Be careful. Okay. Now select this spline, select this arrow and make it along y-axis, and for this make it along x-axis. Okay. Exit the plane. Now I'm going to combine all 3 curves. For this, go to features, curve, and select composite curve. Select all the curves. Okay. So this becomes one sketch. Now select plane, select this curve and the point. Okay. Go to sketch in plane 1, normal. Select circle. Create a circle. Go to smart dimension and assign the dimension as 9 mm. Next, press Ctrl, select this point and the curve and add the relation pierce. Okay. Exit the plane. Go to features, sweep boss, select the profile and the curve. So spring is generated. Now hide this plane, hide this curve too. Now we have completed the spring part. So simply go to save and name it as spring. Save. Now finally I'm going to assemble all the parts of Rambottom safety valves in Solidworks. So to do this, follow the steps. Open new assembly in Solidworks. Select all part which we have done. Open. Place it on your screen. This is body. This is lever, link, pin, pivot, shackle, split pin, and the spring, valve, valve seat, and the last is the washer. Next, go to mate. Now first I'm going to mate the body with the valve seat. For this, select this outer circle and this circle of the body. Okay. Next, select this surface and the bottom surface of bulb seat. Okay. Now exit the mate. Press Ctrl and copy this valve seat. Now again go to mate. Now the same, select the outer circle, select this circle, mate it. Next select this surface, the bottom surface. Okay. Now next is to mate the valve. For this select this circle, select the outer circle of the valve. Okay. Now select this taper surface and this taper surface from the valve, mate it. Next exit the mate, press Ctrl and copy the valve. Again go to mate, do the same, select this line, circle, this circle, mate it. Now again select this tapered surface from both the body and mate it. Next is the pivot. Select this part of the pivot and this curved surface of this valve. Okay. Drag it. Select the point and the point on the surface. Okay. Now for lever, select this cylindrical surface. Okay. Select this side of the lever and this inner side of the pivot. Okay. Let me adjust this. Now this pivot part of the lever and this surface. Okay. So lever is done. Now for washer, select this side and this side of the washer. Now again select the inner side of the body and this washer slot. Okay. Next drag the washer. Select this portion of the body and the bottom of the washer. Mate it. Next is the shackle. For this select this and this. Okay. Now this side and this slot side. Okay. Now just like the washer and the bottom of this shackle. Okay. Now I'm going to mate the link. For this select this inner part of the link and the shackle. Okay. Select this side of the link and the shackle side. Mate it. Adjust. Exit the mate. Now again press Ctrl and copy the link. Done. Now again go to mate. Select the inner part of this link and the shackle. Mate it. Now adjust this. Now select this side of the shackle and this side of the link. Okay. Adjust to your screen. Now in mechanical mate, select slot. Select this slot part and this inner cylindrical part of the link. Do the same on this side. Select slot, select this inner part and the inner part of the link. Okay. Adjust to screen. Now again go to mate. Select the pin and the inner part of this. Reverse the direction. Okay. Now mate the face. Okay. Now for split pin, select this part and the hole in the pin. Okay. Adjust this split plane as it requires. Okay. Just press right click and fix it. Now exit the mate and copy two pins. Now go to mate, clear this, select this cylindrical portion and this inner part. Similarly for this pin, mate. Now mate the surfaces of the pin and the link. Select this. Okay. Now drag this. It will be easy for, okay, easy for selecting. Select this portion. Okay. Now pin is over. Next, the most important part, that is for spring. Open the assembly tree. Here in the body, select front plane and in spring, select the right plane. Okay. Next in body, select the right plane and do select the front plane of the spring. Done. Close the mate. Now see. Now again go to mate. Let me close this tree. Select the spring part and this hole. Reverse it. Okay. Now exit the mate. So this is our complete ram bottom safety valve assembly. You can save it or you can change the material of each part, which I will show you further. Now in this drawing, I have listed all the material which I have used in my rendering of ram bottom safety valve, which you will see next. So this is how our ram bottom safety valves looks like. And now go to the comment section and comment the new steps you learned in this tutorial. And I hope you all will like this video. If you have any queries, go ahead to the comment section and also share and subscribe us for more projects. Press bell icon for updates. Thank you. This is Mrityunjay Kumar signing off.